Hello, Matthew.
Hello.
Matthew, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing terrible, but nonetheless, I'm here. Um, um, I'm just a bitch. I get a little bit cold. Yeah. So do you guys have any sales calls today, or do we just do role play? How is everything? Speak to me.
Hello?
Hello, Abu. How you doing?
Hello, I'm good, thanks.
Abu, can I get an N-word pass from you?
Yeah, one.
Abu, what's up, my nigger?
That's the one use. That's a waste.
Nah, honestly, that made my day.
I'm glad.
I actually recently find out. I was genuinely thinking, if I get N-word pass from one person, it applies to all black people. I learned hard way that it doesn't.
Yeah, yeah. No. Some people take it too seriously.
Yeah, like I remember I was teaching someone something, and he was like, "By the way, thank you very much. Here is the N-word pass." It's like, oh my goodness, well, such an honor, such an honor. I'm gonna use it wisely. I was
Yeah.
using it wisely, and I said it to someone. Oh my goodness, he got pissed. I was like, bro, chill out. I have a recording. I have N-word pass. I was like, no. You don't understand. It does not apply to every
Yeah,
nigger that you're
yeah.
speaking to.
It really doesn't. Like people
Yeah,
cry about it so much.
it was a fun experience. But then, yeah, again, coming back to the merrydom of the call, do you guys have any calls, any updates in terms of sales, or would you just want to do some roleplay?
I'm up for some roleplay.
Okay, any particular part of the sales call you are guys struggling with?
Nope, I haven't actually done much sales, so I need to just get better overall.
Okay, Matthew.
Well, probably I'm struggling with negative report part. So
Okay.
maybe we can try something to do with that. And also with show up rate, but that's still a
Brother,
problem.
show up rate. I have taught you everything I could about the fucking show up rates.
Yeah, I know. But it's still terrible.
Yeah, welcome to entrepreneurship. People are fucking useless.
Mhm.
Okay, then just I don't care who's seller, who's buyer. Just start with the discovery and just go into negative report.
You can. I'll be the prospect.
Wait, do you guys know what the negative report is? Like who negative report actually works on?
I don't know who it works on. No.
Okay,
On
there is only
emotional
one.
buyers.
Yes, it only works on emotional buyers because if you're gonna try to do negative report on someone who is an intellectual buyer means people who already made money or they know how money moves. They will just look at you and just tell you to go fuck yourself. Like even if I will not have currently the funds disposable to, let's say, pay for your service, there is no fucking way you can do negative report on me because I'm generally just gonna look at you and be like, are you fucking done? Are you stupid or something?
Mhm.
Because like I know how money works, and I know that like I had, for example, companies where I will have made 500,000 and I will spend 600,000 just to scale the company up. So in these cases, especially when you're, for example, um, especially like solar companies as an example, yes, in order to start a solar company, you need to be in a solid debt where a company is worth millions and they are making in revenue millions. But then obviously there are costs involved, it is revenue, it is not profit. So then for those kind of people, 5K here or there doesn't really fucking matter.
Mhm.
But that's why you're not able to handle them the same way as an emotional buyer, because they will just literally comfortably look at you and be like, you're a dumbass, go kill yourself.
Okay.
So please start.
Okay, and can I just skip directly to, let's say, goals in the discovery part when like we want to like train negative report, so just don't have to go through all of this.
Yeah, sure. We can just jump directly into negative report.
Okay. So, Abu, please tell me what are your goals for this year?
Can you be more specific?
Yeah, look,
Revenue wise, client wise?
yeah, sure. So, do you have any specific financial goal for this year?
Yes, I want to hit 100,000 this year.
Okay, sounds good. And do you have any specific goals in terms of close deal? Because from what I know, before what you said, you are currently closing like 5 deals per month. So do you have any goals in that way?
Yeah, I want to bring it up to 10 deals per month. I need to double it.
Okay, so basically you just want to double up your business in this year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and how are you planning to do that?
Um, through people like you, I guess. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, understand. Okay, and what was your targets for last year?
Last year, my target was 50K and 5 clients per month, and I hit that.
So you hit your target last year, right?
I did indeed, yeah.
Okay, and what would you say is the biggest issue or biggest problem right now, which is like preventing you from reaching your targets this year?
Um, I'm not closing enough leads.
And why not?
The market is changing.
So the problem is market, or the problem is that you don't have enough leads?
I have enough leads, but I'm just not closing as many.
Okay, but I
Sorry.
also, yeah, I would like to. I'm just curious because I would like to understand why is this happening to you. So what specific problems do you have with this? You are just you said you have enough leads, right?
Yes. I think they're not converting because wait, well, what niche is this in?
I'm real estate.
Yeah. I think I'm not getting the correct leads. Um,
You're such
I
a
don't know. I
bitch.
don't know how.
I would just say, oh, because I'm in California and all the houses are burning down. Never mind, please move forward.
Yeah, so the problem you are currently facing is the quality of the leads?
Yes, the quality. Yeah,
Okay, and how long do you have this problem?
the past 5 months, uh, past 2 months, start of the year
Us-
when I wanted to start increasing my goal.
Okay, so since the beginning of this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and why are you still facing this problem? Like it's like 2 months ago when you started to dealing with this problem. Like why is this still keeping you back?
Yeah, I kind of just thought the problem would go away on its own.
Sorry?
I thought the problem would just go away on its own.
Yes. So you was just not working on it?
Yeah, not really, no.
So probably the problem was not with the leads, but maybe with you, because you was not working hard on that.
And you fucked up
Yeah, I thought so.
because it came out of your mouth, not his.
Yes.
In this moment, he will put his guard up
Mm-hmm.
and absolutely deny everything. What you could say is something like, okay, but then am I correct in saying that you have not done anything to change it since 2 months? Okay. And Abu, again, I just simply want to understand your situation. Do we both agree that there are other realtors who are doing significantly better than you?
Yeah, of course.
And again, I mean this in the most respectful way. Do you think they also blame the market?
Maybe some of them.
Okay. Then why do you think they're closing? Why do you think they're closing more deals? And please don't tell me that they are more recognizable, because we both know that a lot of them are not. I'm not talking about Ryan Serhant or something like that. I'm talking about normal realtors similar to you that are just simply better.
Maybe more experience.
No, not really. I mean, you said you have been in the space for 5 years. I have been working even with realtors who are literally hitting 100,000 in a year after 2 months. So similar to where your problem started, they are, already getting the hole that already hitting the goal that you wanted to hit.
In 2 months. Wow, that's impressive.
Not really. It's just, a standard that we are operating in. But that's why, again, I'm trying to understand where do you come from and what may be the issue. Because by the end of the day, yes, even if we will, be able to figure out a solution, I also want to be 100% sure that this can work for both parties. But then what do you think? What may be any other reason why this is happening?
Maybe lack of skill.
Please elaborate on that.
I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what to say here.
Oh, it's absolutely fine, but then isn't lack of skills simply something personal? So would you say that something that is currently broken has something to do with your personal self-being?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, if we put experience aside, if we put skill issue aside, what other things can we think of?
I'm not sure.
So really nothing you can think of.
Nothing.
Okay, then if you will put yourself as your friend perspective, yes? Let's say hypothetically speaking, your best friend of Abu. Do you have a best friend, Abu?
Yeah.
Can I ask what his name is?
Matty.
Matty, okay. Then let's say Matty will be in your situation and you will look at Matty as a best friend. Granted, I don't know how your relationship with best friends looks like. When it comes to my best friends, I always tell them the truth, the hardest truth, because I know that that's the only way how they can improve. So is that fine from your end? Like, is this also how you treat your best friends, or is this just, you give them a cotton candy and hold your hands and like you go through life like two best buddies?
No, of course I tell them how it is. I want them to improve. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then if Matty will be in the same case as you are currently, and you will look at it from the best friend perspective, is there anything you will observe and literally tell them, hey, bro, this needs to be changed?
I'm sorry. out of the role play, I actually don't know what to say.
Okay, well, basically, Matthew, look, negative report, by the end of the day, it's retarded, because even if you don't know what to ask, you just simply ask something, not to cut the conversation loose, because there may be one thing that the prospect is gonna say that is gonna allow you to close. There may be one question that out of nowhere is gonna appear in your brain that you will ask that will put you in the right spot. Like the amount of calls I had, I will be with someone on a call for fucking 2 hours. and I will go
Oh.
back and forth with this person. Believe me or not, even I just fucking run out of question. Like my brain just fucking empty. I don't fucking know what to ask. But then I just simply ask something that is kind of for the sake of asking, but also not fucking stupid. Like obviously not to change the topic. And then I will see something clicked in Abu's brain. And he said one thing where I was like, whoa, this can close. And then I'll go deeper into that, what he just said. Because by the end of the day, the prospect is opening the doors for you. You're just looking for the fucking hole in the wall. So, you want to try again, or should we change places? And Abu, like, obviously, you were not able to answer this because you're not a fucking realtor that knows exactly subconsciously what is fucking wrong with you.
Okay, so basically all of this is just about asking questions and then follow-up questions and trying to clarify or find something what is important for this prospect, something.
Either something that
know.
he's fucking up in, or something that is important for him. Because if something is important, as for example, you had the guy where time with his mother is important. So basically, at that point, everything, every single question you could have asked could have been connected to spending time with the mother.
Yeah.
In this case, it was just simply making Abu agree that there is something wrong with him, not the market.
Yeah. And I need to ask questions to make him to say this, right? Not like I said.
Because it also, let me put it this way, it also depends on the authority that you have in the call. Because in some cases, it works when you say it. But the way you just said it, it's like you having a foreplay with your girlfriend. She's, it kind of starts dripping, and you just put the whole thing in. Like, how are you hurting me? Honestly, how are you hurting me? Like, there are certain scenarios where you can say literally to Abu, bro, you're just fucking lazy. Do we both agree on that? But then your authority and your frame needs to be on fucking spot. Like it needs to be very, very high.
Okay.
but like, do you understand why it should come out of their mouth, not yours?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because by the end of the day, Abu, you're a spastic. He's just gonna smile.
That's just.
But he's gonna say to himself. Yeah, but if he's gonna say to himself, "I'm a spastic," based on something we're gonna discuss about, it's gonna hit differently. Obviously, like I also have a lot of authority above both of you. I can call you bitches. I can call you spastics. We both know it's kind of rhetorical. It's kind of honest. At the same time, it's kind of fun. But there is a huge difference in how your brain also takes it when you say it or when you admit it. So please try again.
Do you want me to give it a go, or do you want to go again? I don't mind being prospect again.
Yeah, you can try this. No problem.
Okay. So gonna be my. So, how many deals have you closed this year, Matt?
How many deals per year?
Have you closed? Whoa. Sorry. What's the face for this? Oh.
Guys, move on. I'm listening. I'm just dying.
Okay, I'll ask. Matt, how many deals did you close last year?
Last year I closed about 50 deals.
50 deals.
Yes.
Okay, and what's your goal for this year?
Yeah, I would say that I want to double up my closed deals this year. So let's say I would like.
Why do you guys copy your fucking way of saying stuff?
Because that's just the typical way. I want to double up my business.
Mhm.
What about triple up? What about quadruple?
Quadruple is too hard word for me.
You literally said it correctly. What do you mean?
So you want to double up. Okay.
Yeah,
Quadruple up.
quadruple up. Okay.
So 100 close per month, per year. How many leads did you get per month?
I can gauge monthly around 150 to 200 leads, right, per month. Yeah.
150 to 200.
Yes.
And you're closing 4 or 5 a month.
Yes. That's correct.
Why so low?
Because a lot of those leads are just, I would say, not really good because they just come and asking a question and they just want to see the house, but they are not really ready to buy. So they are just asking questions, watching the houses, but they are not ready to do anything.
Mhm. So the problem is the quality of the lead.
Yeah, better quality of the leads would be really helpful.
But even still, even 5 out of, you said what, 150?
Mm-hmm.
Surely more than 5 would be more than qualified.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, so how come you're not closing those ones?
That's a good question. I'm not really sure what to answer to this because I'm just here with the people. I'm just like talking to them. I'm calling them. I'm follow up with them, and there is still I'm not getting like better in those numbers. So I would say also that the more pre-qualified or the higher quality of the leads I can get on a monthly basis, also my closing rate would go like up with this alongside with that. So
Okay. So the problem is no, so you believe you'll close more if more of the leads are qualified.
yeah, for sure.
Okay. Honest, I'm not sure where to go from here.
Well, and first of all, the problem is he doesn't blame the market, he blames the quality. So in this case, you will also want to clarify what quality means. Due to the fact that, as a matter of fact, Matthew had a call like this, where he asked the bitch, what does qualify means for her? And she said, oh, they need to be pure approved for mortgage. Nigga, in which country can an agency pre-approve someone for mortgage? You need to be a fucking bank institution to do that.
Mm. So she
So
wanted
in this
him to do it.
case, yes. So in this case, you just point out the stupidity and that her expectations are not real. Because generally speaking, what you just what Matthew just gave you as a more or less like an objection, you don't fully know if it's emotional yet or if you can actually go deeper into it. Because yes, his goal is 100,000 per year, and apparently he needs to quadruple it, but he's closing 4 per month, which if you divide 100 by 12, he will only need 8 per month. So he will only need to double the amount of closes. So what I will look at is his closing rate and if it's actually the quality. But again, you will want to know what the quality is, which you have not asked. Because
Okay.
You can genuinely ask, what is the quality right now? What does he understand as the good quality or the quality he's looking for?
So Matt, what would you define as a high quality lead?
Like in my eyes, like high quality lead in all of this real estate space is basically just someone who wants to actually buy a house and can actually afford it. So because in other way, it's just a waste of my time to talk to those people and follow up to them and call them and showing them a property, because in the end of the day, they will just also say, no, I can afford it. I don't know if this is for me or some bullshit like this, So high quality lead for me would mean that I have all the information I need about those people.
Yeah.
Like what price they can afford, when they want to buy the house, or all the important information in terms of real estate and properties and stuff like that.
Okay. Okay. I had a question, but it's gone. Fuck.
What question?
I don't know.
By the way, guys, I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna double check if my airports actually have the reach downstairs. So
okay. Okay. Sorry, give me a second.
Are you currently
Yeah,
thinking
sure.
about the question you want to ask him?
I am thinking of a question I want to ask him.
Oh,
So
think faster. You're doing very good, Abu.
sorry?
You're doing very good.
Thank you. Hope that's not sarcastic.
It fucking was.
Oh fuck. Uh, so I honestly, yes, I'm blank.
Yeah, so I would say that you just need to find out the quality, what you did, and from there actually probably ask something about close rate. So I would say how your sales process looks like, if there is something wrong, or maybe follow-up process. And
Yeah,
that's
you
what
also
I
want to
think.
you want to understand how his process is actually structured.
Okay.
What the fuck? Fucking
Because
Okay.
because maybe I don't do enough to close those people and convert them in the like paying customer for me.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out if it's your process that's fucking it up.
Yes,
or
so you
something else.
now when you understood what the quality is,
Yeah.
or what the definition of quality is, what you want to do. Oh my god, my office smells like ramen. What you want to do is now understand how is his process looking like, and if his process is actually built to convert people. And if he's even doing enough, or if he's just simply blaming the quality because it's easier.
Yeah. Okay.
And maybe good idea here, because like probably in this part of discovery, we would know from where the prospect is getting these leads. But in terms maybe that he doesn't know right now, maybe he can try to find out from where I'm getting those leads, because maybe also the lead source is like a problem for me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If it's a different agency, you can also shit at them.
Okay.
Okay. More or less, it depends if he puts you in the same bracket with them as well or not. Because if yes, then the last thing you want to do is shit on them, because you're gonna basically shit on yourself.
Okay. So Matt, what is your current lead generation source?
Well, I'm using multiple sources. I'm also like my brokerage is providing me with a lot of leads. I'm using Zillow, I'm using Realtor.com, and also I'm using my social media profiles. And also, of course, like every other realtor, I'm using my sphere of influence. And I used to work with an agency before for like for lead generation services also.
Okay. May I ask which one of those sources is generating the most leads?
Like the most probably social media, but probably
Okay.
the best for me would be my sphere of influence because that's just people which I know, or maybe the people that know other people. So there is some kind of a relationship that helps me to work with them better. But I would say that probably social media works the best for me. Like from there, I can get the biggest amount of my leads.
Yeah. And which source do you convert the most leads from?
Yeah, so like I said, also probably from my sphere of influence, from referrals, because it's also like I said, it's like easier to convert people from there because there is like some kind of relationship.
Yeah.
So it's either people I know or like people my friends know, which like connecting us together, and it's like easier to close them and sell a property.
Okay. So you said so you find it harder to close the leads from the social media accounts.
Yeah, definitely it's harder than from referrals.
Yeah, and why do you think it's so hard?
Because I would say it's a like a process built from multiple stages. You also need to spend more time on this because in terms of referrals, you can just basically call those people and like meet them, ask them some questions. But from social media, you just need to like uh, message those people and try to find all those information and then probably just call them. And also, like I said, there is no kind of like relationship, so it's also harder because you need to try to build at least some kind of relationship or like gain somehow their trust. So maybe it's just basically harder and longer process in order to close the deals.
But if you want to be a cunt, you can just ask him now. Sorry, Matthew, can you remind me how long you have been in sales for? Oh, okay. You still don't know how to build a rapport? Okay.
Okay.
No, because do you understand that this is generally what he just described? That he
Yeah,
finds it
right.
hard to build a rapport.
With
That's
the
why he
social media.
prefers, yes, that's why he prefers to stay with the referrals because they are easier.
Okay, okay. I didn't catch that. So Matt, how long have you been in sales? Remind me.
I'm working in like a realtor for last 5 years.
So you've been pretty familiar with it.
Yeah.
So how come you're finding it so hard to build rapport with these leads from the social media?
Well, it's not as personal as like true call or personal meeting, I would say.
Hmm. Can I ask one more thing? How many leads do you convert from the social media on average per month?
Let's say 40 leads I can get from social media.
And how many do you close?
Only 2 or 3.
2 or 3 out of 40. So you said it yourself, the issue there is building the rapport.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know where to go from here.
Think.
So it's safe to say that it's on you that you're not closing these deals.
Yes, because I'm working with all those leads on social media. Like I'm taking care of my social media by myself. So yeah, all of this is going on me. So yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're unsure if someone is gonna be able to handle something you just said that in that manner, you can also be like, you can also say something in the direction of, Matthew, how honest can I be with you? Because I think I have an observation, but again, like I don't know you well enough to be able to tell if you're gonna be able to, you know, handle constructive critique very well. Okay, cool. Look, from my point of view, and obviously you can tell me if you agree or disagree, but based on everything you said so far, it seems like, but what the fuck did you say? You can...
That's it's on him. It's on you that
Closing rate from
that you're
social
not,
media, right? Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
so-
exactly.
Yeah, it's on you that you're not closing these from the social media.
Then you can just say, like from my point of view, based on everything you said so far, it generally seems like you know you could be closing, you just decide not to for some magical reason. It generally seems like this is your problem, and obviously tell me if you agree or disagree. But by the end of the day, you told me I can be very honest with you. Because again, if I work with someone, it's a partnership, it's a relationship, and I generally prefer if someone tells me the worst truth instead of the most beautiful lie. Because in some cases, like you can guide someone to say it by themselves. In some cases, you cannot. Especially if you don't have mastered that well how to ask a question to get a certain answer. So we have 5 more minutes before AJ comes. Is there anything else you guys want to ask or want to know?
So after this, what is the goal from where we are now?
Well, on the basis that he has admitted, you can just literally say, okay, look, then let me ask you this. How much do you actually want it? Because even if I will be able to bring it to the max capacity with leads, based on what you told me so far, it seems like you will not be even working on them. So what guarantee can I have on my end that you will actually put the work in? Because again, the only reason why I was even going so deep with you and the only reason why I was so honest with you is because I just simply want to have a strong and healthy relationship within the partnership. And funny enough, very often people will start selling themselves. Like they will sell themselves onto your idea because they will try to convince you why they are worth it.
Yeah. Damn, okay.
But again, like either that, because like again, it only works with emotional buyers, or you could also just go in the direction of like, you know, based, like it also depends on the issue that they have. Like if they are the issue, or if there's generally something else with the issue, because like some issues, like for example, lead quality, yes, you can fucking fix.
Yeah.
Then you can just literally position yourself as the solution to it. In this case, since he's emotional, or like he was playing at least an emotional buyer, you will need to structure it in a manner where you can generally make him like sell himself to you, so you can actually work with him.
Mhm. Okay. And
Okay,
this,
so
go
actually,
on,
question.
man. And this wouldn't work on a intellectual buyer.
The fuck no.
No. Are they the only two types?
Yes,
Mhm.
you only have intellectual and emotional buyers. The problem is sometimes how do I identify them? Because I, for example, met someone recently. I had a sales call with someone. I could fucking swear he's an intellectual buyer because of the amount of money he has made. Till I have realized he's actually emotional. He just made fuck you money. So in this case, again, you will need to understand what is important for him. Like, what does he care about? Stuff like that.
Okay.
Which, if it's just a typical intellectual buyer, you would not really care. It's like if you ask me what do I care about, I'm just gonna be like, life is boring. Just build other business because why not? I want more money. I'm not allergic to it.
Mhm.
And what the fuck are you
Okay.
gonna do with this information? You're gonna
Yeah.
clap. I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matt, go.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
after this negative report is basically just transition to the presentation. And like you said, if there is a
Okay.
problem with, let's say, quality of the leads or something like that, which you can fix, where the prospect have a problem you can fix, then you should frame this transition as a solution to their problem. And a whole presentation like this will help you fix your problem you have. So for example, we will pre-qualify those leads for you, so the quality would
Yeah.
not be a problem.
Okay.
And also, how should the transition looks when it's like something different? Because, for example, where problem is with me that I'm not working hard enough on all those leads, how would you
Yeah.
transition to the presentation in that case?
Okay.
If you're not working hard enough, oh, again, you're just saying yourself to me, and then you're just gonna say one thing that is gonna allow me to transition to it. Like you don't want to transition to it unless you're genuinely gonna sell yourself to me.
Okay, so in that case that the prospect is not working hard enough, you would say something like that. You want to
No, like
build.
no, you can genuinely say, look, with all due respect, Matthew, I'd be more than happy to show you everything, but based on what you just told me, independent if I'm gonna be able to bring you to the max capacity, or if you're not gonna be at your max capacity, I'm not gonna be able to get any results with you because you're not putting the work in. So, with all due respect, especially because you told me that I can be completely honest with you, why the fuck will I even show you what it is that I'm doing?
Mhm.
And then in the heads of Matthew, oh yeah, actually, fair fucking point. Why?
Mm.
And then Matthew is gonna genuinely think to himself, now what? Let me think of something. Why? And funny enough, there is a chance he's literally gonna tell you like why he wants it to work or what's
Yeah.
generally important for him, which again will give you something that you can utilize in the conversation.
Mhm. Okay.
All right. Sweet.
So I see you guys on the basis that you're gonna be in the meeting in 15 minutes. In 15 minutes, if not, it was a pleasure.
See you
AJ,
tomorrow.
enjoy. AJ, I'm gonna give you a house now. Yeah?
Yeah, sure. You can proceed.
All right.
What fucking account am I on? Oh, Ernest. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Then, guys, if I see you in 15 minutes,
Yeah.
see you. If not,
I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, one
Tomorrow.
more thing, actually. More of a general question. Well,
yeah.
what should I be spending most of my time on other than outreach? Like sales aspects, or
Outreach.
should I start more outreach?
Then generally outreach.
Yeah.
Because yes, we are also currently doing outreach with you / for you. But outreach is the most important thing, because with that you're gonna get sales calls in. With that, and Matthew can be used as a fucking example. He actually took that time out of his ass, started booking calls, and you can see he's getting better. And also
Yeah.
his life is changing. Wow, because sales is something you apply to everything in your life. Wow. No, like
Good
this needs to
stuff.
be your first focus. Like
Okay.
your first focus should be generally on outreach, because on the
Yeah.
basis that this one works, even if you're terrible at fucking sales, and granted you have me and Ismael as your support, it's that one just numbers game, because even if your closing rate is as low as it fucking gets, with enough appointments, you're gonna close.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then I just worry about the service delivery and stuff once I close.
Yes, because again, you have me and you have Ismael, and sadly, we fucking know how it works.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Thank you
Oh,
very
and
much.
guys, please don't forget to schedule, on the basis that you don't have 4 meetings already in this week. Please schedule it right now. AJ,
Yeah.
the podium is yours. Enjoy your 13 minutes.
Yeah, sure. Hello, guys. How you doing?
Hey, good. Thanks. How are you, AJ?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So I'm gonna send you a form, okay, in the chat, and I want you guys to please fill this form, and please do let me know, like, if you have any struggle in filling this up. And apart from that, like, Atush, I guess everything's fine from your end, right? If we talk about, yeah, like setting up your LinkedIn and the email for you.
Yes, we had our session together. We set up,
Mm-hmm.
like, I gave you an access to my LinkedIn, and also we have created and fully set up Google Workspace account, so you should be able to take care of everything.
Awesome. Yeah, I do have every single thing. And Abu, right? Abu Bakar.
Abu's fine. Yeah.
Abu. Okay, so Abu, like we are having the meeting, I guess, tomorrow, if I'm
Yeah.
not wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We are.
So awesome. So before you join the meeting, like I just wanted to tell you that please do keep three things in your mind: that you have your LinkedIn account prepared, and the
Yeah.
second thing is that you have purchased the domain, and the third thing,
Mhm.
you have a Google Workspace account which is linked to your domain. Make sense?
Yeah.
So these
Yeah.
are
I'll
the
get that
three
also.
things. Yeah, sure. So these are the three things that I want you to focus on for tomorrow, and then it will be easier for me, so that we don't waste that much of time, and we just straightly jump into setting up all those things. Right?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Awesome then. And guys, tell me now, like, have you filled the form?
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, and
Form is easy.
okay, awesome. So every single thing you have mentioned, right? And what have you mentioned in the LinkedIn and the email outreach?
What number? 0. I haven't
Zero.
done any.
Okay. Okay.
Don't know I reached today. I'll be honest.
No problem. Okay, so and Mitush, you,
Yes.
what have you entered in LinkedIn and email?
Sorry, once again.
In the form, like there were two, what do you say?
What number did you put on
Yeah,
the LinkedIn
in
and
the
the email
LinkedIn and
section?
the email section.
Yeah, numbers. 0, because I'm not working on like I'm not working myself on my LinkedIn outreach and also email outreach.
Got it.
Basically I'm only working on cold calling because it's working for me now from the beginning of the year.
Okay. And what about the cold calling?
Today only 140 cold calls, but I also was able to book in a meeting for tomorrow, so that's good.
Awesome, man. Awesome, awesome. Doing good. All right, guys. I guess that's pretty much it. You guys have any questions for me? Anything regarding technical stuff, or apart from that?
Yeah, maybe I would have a question because today I realized that Nikita is leaving, and
Okay.
I had daily calls with him in terms of outreach, which was very beneficial for me because it was like for 15 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
but I was able to ask any questions I had to
Mm-hmm.
clarify some things also, and for example, I was able to like go through cold call recordings and, for example, ask to something like what should I say differently next time, and it also like I said, it was very beneficial. So I don't know how this is going to change if you
Mm-hmm.
are gonna have this 15 minutes like sessions with your clients, or how this is gonna work.
Yes, so talking about the that Nikita is leaving, yeah, that's true. And the second thing is that, to be honest, like what I've been told, like I might or might not, like it's not 100% sure, but it's like a 50-50. Like I might or might not take the calls like
Mm-hmm.
the way Nikita used to take with you guys. And yeah, I'll be supporting you in this as well. We're gonna build a repo, and we're gonna see like what are the, you know, what is the progress that you guys are making, and we're gonna review all the calls, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's
Yeah.
regarding, the cold calling, and apart from that, apart from the cold calling, we're gonna, like, I'm gonna update you guys regarding the email campaign, as well as the, the LinkedIn outreach, like how is it going,
Mm-hmm.
and what is the response rate that we are getting, and apart from that, like what are the things that we can improve from our end, and slowly and gradually we're gonna improve that as well. So don't worry about that. I guess Ernest must have mentioned like what exactly is going to happen, because to be honest, like if you ask me personally, I'm not fully sure that if I'm gonna proceed with you guys on the sales call, like the way Nikita used to take, but I might also help you guys with that. So yeah, that's the thing. And what did Ernest told? Have you asked him? Have you asked Ernest or Ishmael?
No, 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 no. Like we had
No.
only like first call. Like
Mm-hmm.
I supposed to have call with Nikita today, like for
Uh-huh.
the entire week. And when I just come home from my work, I just realized that I don't have this call in my calendar anymore. So I just text Nikita to ask him
Mm-hmm.
if we don't have a call today, and he just told me that he's leaving and like that this is his last day. So I just wanted to ask you if you have any information, and I forgot to ask Ernest. And in terms
No.
that
Mm-hmm.
we don't currently have our group chat, I'm not able to ask this question in a group chat, so I have to wait in order to ask this
Yeah.
question.
So update regarding the group chat. Actually, even I was also shocked because I also removed from the group. The reason being because we are making a few changes in the
Mm-hmm.
model, and what we are doing is we're going to create a new group. So that's why we are removing like people from all of the previous groups, and then we're gonna revamp every single thing, and then we're gonna create those new groups, and then we're gonna re-add you into that, because
Mm-hmm.
there are a lot of things that needs to be changed. Because first thing, see, at the moment you are doing the outreach by yourself, right? If it's regarding the
Mm-hmm.
cold calling, and see that
Yes.
that see, uh, Abu, this thing same goes for you and like everybody else, that it depends. Like if you see, there are two things: either you guys can do the outreach, right, or you can ask us, like we can do the outreach on the behalf of you, right? But when it comes to cold calling, then you guys need to work on that, right? Because in cold calling, like we can't just dial the numbers, and because see, when you're doing the LinkedIn or the email outreach, there's no such skill apart from the copywriting stuff, right? But when it
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
comes to cold calling, there are two skills that are most important, which is one, like how you're communicating to the other person you don't even know, right? And how are you actually manipulating, or not even manipulating, but like how you are able to convince that person to jump on a call and show what you got, and whatever the business, whatever the things that you have on the table that can actually help the other person to grow their business or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and talking about the email and the LinkedIn, it depends. If you guys want to do it by yourself, you're good to go. But what I've been told by Ishmael is that we need to take care of your LinkedIn and the email outreach. Reason being, because that thing is, first thing, it's totally automated, right? Once we run any
Yeah.
campaigns, and they're gonna run it by themselves. If we get, let's say, if we run a campaign, right, and we are not getting a response that we are expecting, a few tweaks here and there in the copywriting stuff, and then we are good to go. We're gonna close more meetings, right? Same goes with the SMS campaigns. Yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, SMS campaigns are also running at the moment, right? I'm not sure if Ishmael and or Ernest have told you, but as far as I know, I'm also working on your SMS campaigns, and we are getting in the real estate niche, we're getting a positive response. So let's see what Ishmael and Ernest have for you guys. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, you've got any other questions regarding this?
No, I only
No.
maybe one thing,
Yeah, sure.
which is I saw some messages on LinkedIn, so probably you are working on my LinkedIn outreach now, right?
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. So the thing is, there might be some messages that you see in which you might not be getting any response. Reason being, it's
Mm.
just like, we are testing out a few things.
Yeah, okay.
Now, yeah. So as I mentioned, like LinkedIn and email outreach like are you know are in such a way that whatever the things, even if you're not getting response, making a few changes here and there, then you're good to go in that. But
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to the sales call, like the cold calling, that is a different thing. That is a totally different thing, and
Yeah.
you guys know very well. So yeah, for now, these are the things that I wanted to put limelight on, and I guess that's pretty much it from my end. You got any other questions for me?
No, no.
All good.
If yeah,
Yeah,
if in case guys, you still have any questions after this meeting, just simply either DM Ernest or Ishmael. They're gonna help you out with that.
yeah,
Feel free.
probably they're just gonna send another message in a group chat to let us know what is going on, what
Yeah,
are
yeah,
the
yeah. Just yeah, guys, just please don't hesitate, right? You guys are the topmost priorities, and we want you to grow, right? So don't hesitate. Whatever, like, it doesn't even matter. Like, if the question is a good one or a stupid one, a question is a question, right? At
Mm-hmm.
least it clears your doubts. So message Ernest, message me, not me. Like, actually, my number has been changed. Previously, I was using a different number, but now I need to cross check that if this number is finalized for me. Once it's done, then I'm gonna reach out to you guys personally.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So that's pretty much it. And Abu, I want you to please join the meeting tomorrow because it's a bit urgent, I would say, and we
Yeah,
need
yeah.
to fix that as soon as possible. Like, not even fix, we just need to set up a few things.
Yeah. Sounds good. I'll get all the stuff sorted in the morning, and then I've got the call with you later. So
Awesome.
perfect.
Awesome then.
All
Anything
right.
else, guys?
That's all good for me.
All right then. See ya, boys. Take care.
Have a go.
Have a
See
great
ya.
day.
It's nice to meet you, AJ. Nice to
Yeah.
meet you, Matt.
You
Nice
two
to meet
guys.
you.
See
Cheers.
ya.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.